Well, hello everybody. This is On the Streets with
Doolin, Dalton.
and the Rambler. It's an interesting day out. Not as good of a day as we expected it to be. A little cloudy, a little chilly. But you know, there's
Yeah, a little chilly,
yeah, a little chilly.
but we're out here at Capital University's very own fountains,
We're here at the fountains.
and we're here to have a good time.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be much more less eventful than the last
yeah.
one, but
We're testing video.
yeah, we're testing video. Hopefully, we can still get some decent guests. You know.
Yeah.
I'm staring at the president of our university.
President
so
Kaufman.
Maybe he can come over
Right
here.
over there. Maybe he'll see our sign and
Uh,
he'll walk over and investigate. There's a.
I did tell Christos about this. I also told Troy because I had to grab his microphone from him.
Yeah.
So either one of those two should be joining us.
Yep.
But you know, we'll see.
There seems
now
to
we're
be.
just chilling.
Joey, if you look to your right, there seems to be a man drawing on a brick over there. Do you see that? To your right?
I'll be honest. With these fountains, I really did not hear a single word you said.
I know. I have the headphones on. I can hear everything you can hear. So you can whisper to me, but I can't whisper to you. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Do I have to yell?
That's better.
Okay.
Maybe when these fountains subside, because
Yeah.
they're freaking loud.
I'm telling
honestly.
you, look what that guy's doing over there. What's he doing?
He's filling in like the letters with a marker to make it darker.
Oh, okay. Emily just said he's filling in the letters with a marker to make it get darker. I was a tad
respect it.
confused.
I don't know
But
the purpose, but I can respect it.
yeah. Joey has you want to talk about your project where you have to interview people?
Yeah, so for my ed psych class, I have to do like a StoryCorps thing,
Mm-hmm.
which if you don't know what StoryCorps is, it's like an NPR thing where people, random people, just tell like 2 to 5 minute stories about something that's happened in their life. Most of the ones you see are probably sad, but they don't have to be sad. They can be happy, they can be inspiring, they can be bittersweet.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends what story the person tells. So I need to interview someone. There we go. Fountains are going down
Fountains
for
are
probably
going
like 5
down.
minutes. But
Yeah.
I need to interview someone, do like a StoryCorps thing, and then write like a reflection about it.
Mm-hmm.
So first chance I get to I'll
First
probably
chance
ask a couple people and then just like
yeah, hopefully we get some people walking by here.
Yeah.
Who's that over there?
it is finals.
It is
so
finals, so the campus is a little less busy, but we expected this.
We're gonna start texting people saying get out to the fountain.
You can post it on your vlog.
Yeah, you can post it on the
Like,
vlog if
hey,
anybody wants
vlog,
to
here
get
are
out
the
here and talk
fountains.
to
Put it
us.
on the main.
Yeah, put it on the main. Put it on the
Yeah,
main.
Be on our podcast.
Come be on our podcast, you know.
Don't be shy. Don't bite.
We don't bite. But yeah, we're just out here chilling.
Chilling like villains, you know.
I think President Kaufman is looking at us a little awkwardly, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah. When's he gonna come over here?
I don't know.
How
You
long is
think
it
he
gonna take?
would. You think he would just be like, yo, what's up? I mean, we have a sign out, so.
I know. He's reading it.
Is he reading it? I don't want to look. I don't want to
He
be
probably
awkward
did
about
read
it.
I'll be honest.
Tell me if he starts walking over here. I don't want to look.
Okay. If he does walk over here, it's a tremendous dub.
It is, yeah.
Honestly.
You
like,
get your project done?
like Dave Kaufman, tell a story. And he'll be
Please tell
like,
me a story.
Probably spit wisdom. He looks like the kind of guy that could spit some wisdom.
Some
Some 3 to 5 minute wisdom.
elderly woman about to walk past us. See, I like how this other lady with President Kaufman keeps asking people if they want to talk to him, but why don't they ask if we want to talk to
Yeah.
him?
We don't have coffee or cupcakes, but we can provide an introspective time.
Yeah, we
you
got
know?
some young ladies coming up.
You
I
never
shouldn't
know.
say ladies,
Maybe,
shouldn't
maybe they'll read
assume.
our sign and be like, oh my gosh.
High school or
Maybe they'll stop by.
There's,
do we yell at them?
No.
You don't have to.
No, they'll
it's
read
not
the
that
sign.
It's not that kind of energy.
I mean, yeah,
Like, you want to be on our podcast? Like,
we're not in a scenario where we need to directly get people's attentions for them to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like
and I'm
last
in
time.
like a comfortable enough environment where I don't feel awkward to just fill the time.
Yeah.
Like at OSU, I was just like, I would have been so awkward to just like sit there. Oh,
Mhm.
here come the fountains.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna get loud. They're picking up.
I don't think the microphones are picking it up. It's just going to be hard for us
Yeah,
to
but my
hear each
ears
other.
are picking it up.
Yeah.
Then I can't hear a single freaking word anyone's saying. But,
Yeah.
You know, can't win them all.
Hey, you can't win them all. I'm really surprised President
Want
Kaufman's.
to be on our podcast?
Hey,
Want to be on our podcast?
want to be on our podcast?
Whatever. We're just talking.
Just
Fill in
talking.
the air.
Unfortunately, I can't. I got another commitment I have right now.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You guys,
As well.
well.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow, what a ass.
Swing and a miss.
I
Swing
think
and
the
a miss.
video might be a little bit intimidating now too, since we have this whole video. Like, you see Emily, and she's just like staring at my phone screen here. Hopefully, I'm not recording in 4K. That might
What
suck.
does it say in the top right, Emily?
Huh?
What does it say in the top right?
The top right, it says nothing.
No, so we're not recording. It should say the frames and the resolution.
It does not.
Are you sure?
Alright, pretty sure?
Can I see it?
Pretty sure.
This video's gonna be so awkward.
Oh, it doesn't. Well,
I could have sworn it did.
I thought it did too, but I guess it doesn't. Oh well, it's fine.
Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Man, I really.
Did you post about this on your story, Emily?
Huh?
Did you post about it on your story?
That's good.
I'm gonna text like Will, Graham.
I don't care. Anybody.
Yeah.
Did you have any exams today, Joey?
Nope.
Really? I had one, and it went a lot better than expected.
What class was it?
For my really hard computer science class. She allowed us to have a cheat sheet, 1 page, 2-sided, and I did the whole thing where I write really small and cover both sides, and I used it maybe twice out of the 10 questions that were on the exam. So,
Yeah, I had 3 finals yesterday. 3? 2. 2. 3. 3. Yes, 3. And I have none today, and I got like 1 on Monday, and every other final time is just like, oh, everything for this class is due by this time.
yeah, I have one on Monday.
And I also just have a lot of work,
Yeah,
so.
I'm done. I just got my exam on Monday, and then we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. You know,
Beautiful day. Beautiful day.
a little. Well, it's a little dreary.
Yeah, a little dreary.
But,
Supposed to have cookout later, I think.
What was that?
Cookout, maybe? Picnic, some sort, maybe?
Maybe. It's what I've heard.
That's what I heard,
But
too.
I've also got to get a lot of work done. So
This
we'll
person,
see.
there's
We'll
person
see.
behind us looking like they're about to sit on a bench.
Neil, want to be on our podcast?
Sweet.
I
What?
knew Neil would want to be on our podcast.
Here we go. Yeah, give me your. Here, we'll trade mics here, Joe. You give him yours and I'll.
All right. Neil, ladies and gentlemen, Neil, give it up for Neil. Step on up. There's a microphone on the chair for you right there. How's it
Wow.
going? How's it going with you, Neil?
I'm doing pretty all right. Just got out of a final.
How'd it go?
It went really well. I think I got full points. It was Professor Smith's interpersonal communication final.
Seth Smith.
Yeah, he's great.
He's
yeah,
one of
you
the
know.
best professors I've ever had. at this
He's a
school.
great guy.
Love him.
Yeah.
Want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. I'm Neil. I'm not living here. I live in Toledo, Ohio, not Spain. That's not true. I'm a middle childhood education major. I want to be a middle school teacher. I want to teach social studies. I'm in my 2nd year of that program here. I longboard sometimes. I watch movies sometimes too.
I can respect it.
Yeah. I like podcasts. This is a podcast. What's the name of
is
this
a podcast.
podcast?
This is On the Streets.
Oh, because we're
on the street.
that's crazy.
The first one we did was actually on the streets. This one's a little more on the fountains.
Yeah.
But, you know.
This actually used to be a street.
It did. It used to be streamed for like 2004 or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard that. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because that over there is Mount Street, and that over there is Mount Street.
Right. Like
You know?
you can see how it connects and everything. Can you imagine living here, like, and having this, like you're living in Sailor Ackerman and
You gotta cross the street to go to Yoakum.
yeah. You have to look both ways. Like you don't just walk. I mean, they got some fast golf carts out here,
They
but
do.
not the same thing.
It really isn't. But yeah, Neil's a cool guy. He's kind of like that guy that you see on campus, and everyone just says, "Hey, Neil." He waves back.
That does happen sometimes.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything picking your mind?
Oh boy. Nothing really. I've got a cultural pluralism exam at 1 o'clock. I guess if I wanted to talk about anything, it's there go the fountains.
Yeah. A little loud.
I feel like teachers at this point should just be either give us the final project or give us the final exam. Don't do both. It's kind of where my head's at right now.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, but I don't know. How are you guys doing with finals and all that?
I'm doing fine. most of my classes either don't have finals or have final projects.
Yeah.
I think I only have like 2 actual final exams. Or yeah, only 2. But other than that, I'm just chilling. What about you, Dalton?
Yeah, I only have one final exam left. It's on Monday. So
No kidding.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
it's pretty sweet. It'll be easy, so I'm not really worried about it. But
Yeah.
my weekend's free. Other than that,
What's the exam?
it's for Russ Nagy's History of Electronic Music.
Oh, I've heard about that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It should be interesting. I think a lot of people, if they fail it, they might fail the class. But I'm not one of those people, so I'm not worried about it.
So you can fail it.
Yeah, I could fail it.
Okay.
My A would probably drop down to a B or C, but I mean,
Well, that's the energy that's required. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Walking into something knowing that even if you fail it, you'll still be okay.
yeah,
That's power.
It is power.
That's authority.
it is.
So are you in ed psych at all yet?
No, I haven't taken that yet.
So I'm in ed psych right now. Feel me.
Ooh, word.
And one of the things you have to do for a final project is do like a creative portfolio. And one of the things I have to do is, do you know what StoryCorps is?
What?
StoryCorps.
No, I don't actually.
So it's like an NPR thing, and basically they just interview random people from around the country, and they give like a 2 to 3 minute long, or 2 to 5 minute long story about anything. It could be sad, sweet, bittersweet, whatever.
Yeah,
Just something that has affected them throughout their life.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, do you think you have a story worth telling in 2 to 5 minutes?
Do I have a 2 to 5 minute story?
Again, it could be anything.
Boy, I didn't come prepared for this podcast appearance.
Well, just tell me a story about a time in your life that has deeply impacted you, whether it be happy, sad, whatever.
Deeply impacted me.
Deeply impacted you.
Yeah. Can I think about it for a second?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
guys,
take your time,
just
take your
tool
time.
around a little bit for a second?
Yeah, we'll fill the air.
Yeah.
So we're fiddling the air as Neil thinks about his 2 to 3 minute story, and still thinking about it. You know, in a perfect world, it wouldn't take 2 to 3 minutes to think about a 2 to 3 minute story, but we don't live in a perfect world, do we?
Nope.
Yeah. Emily just whispered to me that we should get Dr. Jelly on. Dr. Jelly is over at the table over there getting some coffee. She definitely does have a 2 to 3 minute story. If we can get her on, maybe we'll see. But something tells me she's probably going to walk away with her coffee here in a few seconds, but it's whatever. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I got something.
All right, tell me your story.
All right, this story kind of spans a lot of time, I guess, and even up to a few weeks ago. It's kind of a big story, but one time in 5th grade, I don't know. I've always been kind of a little bit on the heavier side in my own mind. I wasn't the most athletic as a kid, but when I was in 5th grade, I got called chubby for the first time, and I never thought of myself as chubby. Like I just thought I was just I wasn't athletic, but I wasn't that wasn't bad in my opinion. But in 5th grade, a kid called me chubby, and I never really told anybody about it. Like I just kind of sat with it for a long time, and eventually I just kind of I just really internalized it a lot. But recently I got into a relationship recently with someone who I think is really, really attractive, and they tell me that I'm attractive as a person, and I just don't believe them. Like I've been struggling with that recently. Like I feel like someone's playing a trick or something like that. But they're not, and that's been something that I've been realizing about myself recently is how much I kind of look down on myself, and I've been looking down on myself for years. And it's only kind of now that I'm really starting to, not see who I am as a negative and just see it as who I am, I guess. And yeah, I guess if I've got a message to anybody, it's that you're intrinsically worthy just the way that you are, and the way that you are isn't a bad thing, and it's just you. Be you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, stay safe. Don't do hard drugs. Do soft drugs. It's okay. But that's my story.
Thank you. That was
Okay,
yeah,
word.
That was inspiring. I was kind of the same way. I always thought I was like a bigger chubby kid, and I just went throughout all of middle school wearing hoodies, and
Yeah,
jackets,
yeah,
even
man.
when it was summer. I was like that kid. And then I think it was my sophomore and junior year, my friend in band came up to me, poked me in the stomach, and he said, "Wow, I thought you had more of a gut on you." And as messed up of a thing that is to say, I was like, people don't think I'm big.
Yeah, man.
Like, and that
Yeah.
blew my mind.
No, it's crazy.
No, I've definitely gotten big since then.
Right.
You know, freshman 30 or whatever. I don't think it's that much, but you know, freshman 15.
Right.
But you know, at the time, I was just like, wow, blew my mind.
No, it changes your entire perception of a lot of things.
It
Yeah,
did. It
yeah,
really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we can ask one final thing, and something we ask a lot of our guests,
Yeah.
and that is top 5.
Wait, what?
Top 5.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Okay. Killer Mike, Kendrick Lamar, Outkast for sure.
That's up there.
Kanye West, probably around a little higher up, I guess. But and Doja Cat.
Ooh, I can
shout out to
respect it.
Doja Cat.
Shout out
You're
Doja-
on my top 5. I love you. Yeah.
That was off the cuff. Most people take a minute to be like, what? Top 5 what? And then we're like, top 5.
Listen, I've been recommended Watch Mojo videos. Like I understand how this
Yeah,
works.
you know this works.
But yeah. This is cool. I appreciate you guys yelling at me. And
Yeah.
is that? I'm sorry, to leave you hanging.
You're fine.
Is that like an intentional Woodstock thing down there, like with the bird on the guitar?
No, not really.
Well, it's rad in my book.
It just managed to happen, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes birds like to land on guitars.
They do.
But yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Talking to you.
I'm glad I noticed you because I saw you, and the moment I saw you, fist bump the camera. The moment you're fine. The moment I saw you, I was like, Neil will be on our podcast. Hey, Neil. And then the rest was magic. But yeah, thank you so
All
much.
right. No problem. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
You just want to set the mic down on the chair.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Y'all take care.
You too. Good luck on. Do you have any more finals?
Yeah, I got one at 1 o'clock, and then I've got one a paper due on Monday, and then an exam on Monday. But we'll
Best
get
of
through
luck
it.
to
We'll all
you,
get through
Neil.
it. Yeah, thank you so much.
We will.
See y'all.
Peace.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
This is really cool.
You as well.
I have your bracelet.
Ah,
Would you like me to tie it on you?
I do. For those.
Oh, we're kind of doing a show here, but yeah, go ahead. This is Allison. She's been on the Rocks a few times, and she loves interrupting everything we do here at On the Rocks. So, but Joey said he's going to allow it. Where'd President Kaufman go? Looks like President Kaufman decided to cough on out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Neil was cool. It's a cool little guest we got here. It's been raining and then sun shining and then raining and then sun shining here. Hopefully it doesn't pour. I don't think it will, but hopefully it gets a little more sun out here. Joey wants a little looser on the bracelet. Hopefully the cinematography back here. Are you watching the camera when you're recording this? Okay, cool.
I've been doing some fun stuff.
Okay, cool. Did you get Neil and stuff? Did you get all three? Cool.
Sorry, Joe.
Hey, watch out. There's a sign here. We're trying to run a show. I wonder if this guy will want to be on our podcast. You want to get that mic, Joey? You can talk with that mic?
He looks pretty content with the work he's done today. He's probably gonna go home and enjoy a nice glass of water or something.
You gotta speak
Sure,
louder,
sounds
Joey. I
right,
can't hear you.
Oh, I think that guy's just gonna go home and chill, enjoy a nice glass of lemonade or something.
Yeah. Probably.
It looks like he's been working hard.
Working hard or hardly working?
Working hard.
Working hard.
He's earned
Working
that
hard,
glass
sure.
of water.
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of cute, to be honest. I love watching old people do sentimental things. Just
Mhm.
cute, just
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah. What are you guys talking about back
very
there?
wholesome.
Oh, okay. Hey,
What
who's
did you
that?
say?
Who's
Mall?
that?
Okay.
Talking about, the ladies are talking about Mall back there. See, they always come on the Rocks and they always just talk in the background. You can hear them the entire show. And now they're doing it on the streets. So
True.
I guess
Well, we
traditions never die.
We can
right,
never
Joey?
escape it.
Yeah. I'm really surprised President Kaufman didn't come and
I know.
come and say what's up.
He really did cough out on us.
He really did.
It's weird, cringing weird.
Yeah, cringe and weird. We'll remember that when we graduate.
You will.
We'll remember that when this show's one of the best podcasts in the world.
true.
When this audio recording's out there and
Yeah.
it gets him fired or something like that.
I don't think.
But if he
that-
does come on, that was a joke.
yes, that was a joke.
That was a joke. Very obvious joke.
Isaiah.
Isaiah. He'll probably come on unless he's
Hey,
heading to an
Isaiah,
exam.
come on.
Yeah, he'll come on.
He'll come on. You'll
Let's
see
just
us.
let's just have some dead air.
Zoom
and-
in.
Zoom in.
Zoom in, Emily.
He's on his phone. He's looking up. He's still
up.
looking around.
He's
Hasn't
looking,
looked at
looking
us
right.
yet.
He's looking
Oh,
forward. There he
oh.
is. There he is. Come on down, Isaiah. Come on down.
You want to be on our show?
Sit this down. Grab the microphone on the chair. This is right now. How's it going with you, Isaiah?
It's going good. How are you?
Doing good. What were you getting up to?
I was just getting ready to go to the con.
Just gonna chill, practice, work on some stuff.
I wasn't gonna practice. I was just gonna collect
Chill and
some
work on
stuff.
Okay. So how many finals do you have left?
2, but they're both projects, so I don't actually have to go anywhere and do anything.
That's always nice. That's always nice. I have one more actual final left, and then the rest is just the 5 projects I need to do. But regardless, we're doing. But so yeah, anything on your mind? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm kind of hungry.
Kind of hungry.
Yeah.
What are you hungry for?
Whatever MDR has right now.
What's your favorite MDR food? Like first go to.
The apple juice.
Apple juice. I can respect a juicy man. I can respect it.
What's your favorite MDR food?
Favorite MDR food? If Josh is working, I don't have to walk towards his pizza. Josh makes the best pizza out of anyone that works there. Straight up. I'll be honest. Interesting guy. You always walk up and he says, "How are you?" And then you say, "I'm doing good." And you get some pizza and you go on your way. And it's just 10 out of 10 experience. If anyone else is making pizza, I'll walk up, look at it first, and then go somewhere else. But if it's Josh making the pizza, I'll grab it. Straight up. Easy cop.
I don't know who Josh is.
He's like the one dude that if you go any time in the afternoon, 11:30 to 2, he's the guy at that where with the pizza with the dreads. And he's like, "How are you doing?" And then you're like, "Good." And then you grab pizza and you leave. Nice guy. But yeah, so I'm doing a little project for EdPsych, and one of the things I have to do is I have to interview people. And do you know what StoryCorps is?
Kind of. Explain it.
So it's like an NPR thing where they get random people across the country, across the world, to tell 2 to 5 minute long stories throughout their life that have impacted them. It doesn't have to be happy, it doesn't have to be sad, it can be whatever. Bittersweet, happy, sad, inspiring, just a story that has had an effect on a person. So I was wondering, do you have a 2 to 5 minute long story that you could tell that has had a profound effect on you?
I have a lot of stories.
Yeah, you can take your time, think of a good one. If you think of the story. Ooh, Jody Fournier. Think of the story that you would want somebody to tell you that you had to write a paper on.
Oh man. Jeez.
You can take your time. If you need us to fill the air, we can while you think.
All right. Let me think. 1 second.
All right, Dalton. How's it going?
Oh, what's going? Oh, you need time to think. Okay. So Jody Fournier is that how you pronounce his last name? Fournier. It's Carter. We got all of our friends coming out here. Yeah, Jody Fournier. I want to get a staff member if we can, but we might have to do this next year or next school year when it's a little bit busier. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, but yeah, I'm just waiting. I would love a professor that I have actually had to walk by, and I'll be like,
Seth would be a good one.
yeah, is Seth
Or
Smith
Neil.
or Neil, or really anyone. I don't know where his office is, but if you want to do that, I don't want to bother the man. But if you want to take that step, I implore you.
All right.
Okay, Isaiah has a story.
I kind of have a story. All right. So I was adopted when I was 6 years old, right?
Mhm.
So I had a lot of behavior problems, right, when I was young. So I did kindergarten, I did first grade, I did second grade, and then they held me back because they were like, not because I wasn't smart, just because I was behavior problems, right? And they told me I'd have behavior problems for the rest of my life because, a lot of kids who go through that program they have a lot of problems.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so then I skipped 4th grade because they told me I was too smart, but I didn't have the behavior problems they thought I would have. Yeah, I think they were kind of racist too. They were like, "Oh my gosh, this kid who's not white went through the adoption center. They're gonna automatically think he's gonna have behavior problems."
That is a reality.
So yeah, I overcame that, and look at me now.
a budding musician. Round of applause for Isaiah.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully I'll become a teacher.
Hopefully.
So I want to go get my stuff, and then I'll come back around.
All right, thank you for the little story.
I'm going to hang out with you guys, but
Yeah. One more thing before we go. Top 5.
top 5.
He's seen the show.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm a big fan of you guys.
There we go.
Follow you on Instagram.
On the rocks _WXCU.
Let's see. I'll just say polar bears. It's been number 1. I do like polar bears. But I'd just say like shoelaces, you know.
They're useful.
Very useful.
I'm very
Let's see. A Honda Pilot. Yeah, my
cars.
dad drives a Honda Pilot.
cars.
So does Jackson, my roommate. So I think that's kind of cool. Shout out Stephen Glova.
Stephen Glova.
Yeah.
He's up there.
He's a god. And then I'm gonna have to say El Salvador.
Else the country?
Yeah, the country El Salvador. Yeah,
I gotta respect it.
yeah,
You know?
good country. My
Great
my,
country.
my brother's dad. Me and my brother had different dads. My brother's dad is actually from El Salvador. So it's pretty cool.
That was
I'll be
interesting.
back in a little bit though.
Yeah. Thanks for being on the podcast. You can just sit the mic down the chair. Enjoy working on whatever you're working on. And that was that. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't gonna say anything. It was just good conversations all around, you know.
Yeah. That's interesting. And if Allison can pull in Seth Smith, that would be probably the best thing to happen today.
I kind of feel rude if we like interrupt him, you know.
That's what I said. I was like, I don't want to, for the fact that like I don't want to interrupt. The guy's probably busy.
Also, like, I think his window is like in the basement, so how I imagine Allison walking over there is like her bending down and like looking through his window. You know what I'm saying?
Hi, Seth.
Like, hi Seth, do you want to come be on Dalton's podcast? Dalton and Joey's podcast.
Hopefully you remember me. I'd be like, yeah, I sat in the back. One time a kid was giving a speech, and there was a wasp crawling on my desk, and Steven and I picked up a folder and slammed the crap out of the wasp, and it was super loud. And everyone looked at us, and I was like, sorry, there's a wasp.
It'd be funny if he does come over here though, because like he knows I hated giving speeches. Like, I just don't like public speaking at all. I say as I'm doing a podcast outside where we interview strangers, but he'll think like, yeah, he's gonna be like super confused. Basically, is what I'm saying. He's gonna be like, how did you not like? How were you awkward giving speeches in my class, but here you are like doing this? Like, I don't know.
Did you ever have him?
Yeah.
You have him. Smart man.
hmm
But,
He likes my band shirts a lot, especially my Ghost one. He really likes Ghost too.
He had so many interesting stories that like he would take the entire class to tell. Like he'd tell the story of how he had a friend that was a model for a company, and he was the bassist for their size medium.
hmm
So like he couldn't like lose or gain any weight at all. Like anytime he bought a medium-sized shirt from that company, it would be perfectly tailored to fit him. And like that'd be epic. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
They told like other stories, and he's just very interesting guy. He'd have a great 2 to 5 minute long story.
He really would. I think his 2 to 3 minutes long story would turn into like a 5 to 10 minute long story.
And then
He'll take you on a journey. You just
He would.
watch him and you listen, and it's just
I'd probably just forget. Honestly, I'd probably just
Yeah.
forget.
oh. No Seth. No Seth. I see
Seth.
Allison with no Seth.
Cringe. Weird.
Cringe. Nah, he's probably busy or not here. So.
Oh?
Oh.
Half and half. He's probably doing something right now, but
Yeah,
if he
we're
has
probably
time when
about
he's
to.
finish.
He's probably made him super mad. He was like, "I'm kind of busy, but." I mean, it is final season. So.
Most of his classes though are only like, show up and tell a speech. Not a lot of grading, or the grading happens throughout the speech or during the speech.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I wonder how long we've been going.
I
You want to go
assume-
for just a little under an hour again, Joey? Been going 30 minutes.
I assume he said, "I'm doing something right now, but if I have time when I'm done, I'll stop by." I assume.
I didn't ask him, but I found his office, so he's definitely here. But as soon as I was about to walk by, I heard, "All right, guys, it's 12:30 and blah 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 blah."
Oh, okay. He's in
Oh,
class.
yeah.
He's in class.
So I didn't walk up to him or ask anything.
Yeah, definitely about to start an exam.
He's busy. He's busy.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll find some other people.
I could
There's
also theoretically just shoot him an email and tell him to come out here when he's done.
no, it's okay. He's busy.
Yeah,
He's a
that's
busy
probably
man.
gonna be about an hour and a half, though. Ooh, funny story. For my final time for Assessments Oral Column, It was at 12:30.
Mhm.
It was the Tuesday before. It was the last Tuesday before we went home for winter break. And we shared a class. I think it was 12:30. And we sit there. 10 minutes goes by and he's not there. And we're like. And then another 10 minutes goes by, so it's been 20 minutes, and we're just like, where is this guy?
Mm-hmm.
And eventually about 30 minutes goes by, and Sesame still isn't there. And another kid in the class sends him an email and it's like, hey, are you okay? What's up? And then eventually, about 45 minutes after our exam time starts, he shows up, and he says,
I'm surprised you guys stayed there. I would have left after 15 minutes.
Well, we were mostly just like concerned because it is very unlike him to do this.
Yeah.
So we wanted to see it through.
It's true.
And so eventually he shows up, and he's like, he got pulled over.
Mm.
And he said something to the police officer that made the traffic stop take much, much longer than it should have. So he,
Isaiah's back.
Isaiah's back.
He's got a little something in his
So,
hand
you know, it took him a little longer than it should have. But the good thing was, after I finished my final, I was like, hey, can I peace out so I can pack up and leave? And he's like, yeah, you're good. So I didn't have to stay the entire time.
That's
which was
good.
nice.
That's good.
Yeah. But, you know, ultimately I didn't care that much because I gotta leave early. So.
There's a group of men over there. Do you think they'd want to come talk to us? No? You don't want to talk to them? All right.
But, yeah.
Where should we go next?
Where should we go next? Good question.
Because we're going to have a summer break. It's kind of like a test run of On the Streets, you know, with these 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I think we can always go anywhere on High Street again, honestly. That was
Anywhere
very
on
productive.
High Street. OSU's campus.
Yeah, like on campus. We might get in trouble for... Will we get in trouble for that, you think?
Probably not.
All right. I'm sure we could get some people. We got connections up at OSU. We could get some peeps to help us out. We'll have to look at what events are going on.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot more since stuff is opening up again.
Like an OSU game day.
Oh, yeah, OSU game day. That would be fun.
That'd be interesting. I definitely feel like this place would be pretty poppin', like welcome weekend-ish time.
Ooh, yeah. That would be fun. Yeah, welcome weekend.
Interview some first years. Be like, oh, what are you looking forward to most this year? What are you
Yeah.
excited for about pretty much post-pandemic world?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Roaring 20s.
We honestly could probably get a little workaround with maybe WXCU for that. You know what I'm saying?
Official sponsored event?
Yeah, official sponsored event.
Sheesh.
That'd be interesting. But who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Bree's leaving, so it's her last year here.
Dang.
Yeah. Sad. I don't know who's taking over the WXCU throne. I really don't know.
Would you like to do that someday?
I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of work. I like kind of just doing our own thing here.
Is it like a paid thing?
No, I don't think so. I think you just have to make sure the radio station doesn't go down and host like all those events and plan all of them. So it doesn't exactly sound like the most fun thing in the world.
I feel like that should be like a paid internship or something.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work. But who knows?
But, you know, we're just chilling now.
Maybe we can do outside like an amp event. That could be
True.
fun.
Oh, we should have had this idea and done like Cab Jam or something.
Yeah, really.
That would have been fun. Yeah. I'm waiting to see someone I know from high school. I gotta have my high school reunion.
Wait, your high school reunion? Oh, because
2 people from my high school I know that go here. But, so, you know, the odds of seeing them right now are a little low. But if I did see them, I would. Very much.
I could.
Yeah. I think there's someone right behind you from your high school.
Yeah, I think there's 2. There's a couple here from my high school, actually. Yeah, maybe we'll get another staff member to walk through Yoakum here. I know there's no way they'll come on because they're way too busy.
Yeah, maybe.
Way too busy for their students.
Sheesh.
What?
Are you hitting an hour today?
Probably.
We'll see. We'll see. If we don't get anybody here in the next 10, 15 minutes, we'll call it a wrap, maybe.
Bye,
Thank
Isaiah.
you. Bye, Isaiah.
Or as we affectionately refer to it as, Bye, Isaiah. Because Isaiah, you know. We like taking things and just morphing them into his name. It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, Joey's getting his
Better.
bracelet on.
She made it a little more loose
Who's
so I
on
could
behind me? Where'd
take it
Carter
off.
go? Camera lady. Where'd Carter go?
It's the same length as,
Oh. Okay.
the hard part's getting these freaking
Okay, I see. He doesn't want to be on our show.
Very excited to have a friendship. I don't think I've ever had a friendship bracelet before. I know they were very popular in like high school when people like buy those like looms and make friendship bracelets, but
Yeah, Allison got mad at me because I didn't want a friendship bracelet.
I didn't get mad.
Well, you got frustrated.
she's like,
Why don't you want to make friendship bracelet? Are we not friends?
I remember when we were heading to do On the Streets for the first time, I was looking at your phone for directions and I saw Allison's name pop up and it said, "Would you wear a friendship bracelet if I made one for you?" And I turned to Dalton and I said, "Would you wear it?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Would you wear it?" He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "You'll find out." Little did I know he would not wear it.
Got a guy in a Thrasher hoodie over here. He's got papers in his hands. Ooh, Bass Pro Shop hat.
Looks a little busy.
Yeah, he does look busy. Looks like he's rubbing off papers.
Quinn.
Quinn! Hey, Quinn. It's just Quinn just threw up his hands. It's like, oh man. These on the streets guys again,
This is such an interesting process.
making it awkward for us.
Yeah.
It'll probably stretch out some if it didn't.
Oh, Joey, I have a story for you. Can you hear me, Joey?
Yeah.
Yesterday I was walking right here actually, and you know this. Have you seen the police officer that just like goes into Yoakum every once in a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched him go into Yoakum, and then I was walking to the CMC, and then all of a sudden I hear someone like sprinting. I look behind me, and it's the police officer, and he's sprinting through campus and past the library area, and I was like, man, I wonder where that police officer is heading. I wonder what adventure he's about to go on. Is it going to be a good adventure or a bad adventure? Who knows?
Probably a bad one. Or probably somebody who was legally parked.
Yeah, he was like in a full-on sprint. He's like, "You gotta get that car out of that spot." He looked like the guy from Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. There he is, actually. There, literally, here I am talking about him, and here he is walking. He doesn't have his vest on. That might not be him, actually. They might, yeah. Who knows? Probably not. Would it be funny?
He's probably busy. He's probably busy.
Yeah, it's probably busy.
He's
I don't
probably
think that's him. That's not him, actually. He just wears the same shirt.
Flintlockwood.
Yeah. Flintlockwood. He did really run like that, though. It was pretty funny.
I can vividly imagine. That's the funny thing. Oh,
Oh,
there's
hey,
Dave
President
Kaufman.
Dave. Dave? His name's Dave? Dave
President
Ramsey?
Kaufman on the show?
President Dave Ramsey?
If he does come on this podcast, he'll be like, "All right, we're gonna listen to it afterwards." And he's gonna hear us call him cringe and weird. For leaving.
It was a joke, President Kaufman,
It
I
was a joke,
swear.
I promise. He's probably already stopped listening right now if he does listen.
That would be crazy. He's
That would be
like,
crazy. If he just listens, just call him weird.
he's
Cringe.
so weird. Cringe. We would be cringe. We get kicked out of the school.
Yeah.
It was a joke, I swear. We're all about peace and love here on the Streets and On the Rocks. On the Rocks presents On the Streets. Our full title should be On the Rocks with Doolin, Dalton, and the Songbird presents On the Streets with Doolin, Dalton, and the Rambler. You think Kyle has listened to any of
Nope.
like the past 3
Nope.
shows we put out?
Nope.
Since he hasn't been
Nope.
on them?
Nope.
Yeah. I put the most recent one out.
Did I say nope?
On Wednesday. I put it out on Wednesday at 5 for old times. You know what I'm saying?
Old
So,
time's sake.
Pretty sure Kaylee and my mom will be the only listeners, but hey, that's how it is. That's how it is around here.
Also, I am pretty sure that I've been on every show. There's one show that I was outside for, like I was outside the window,
Mhm.
but I was there and I listened. I can't always be talking, you know.
Yeah. Can't always be talking, you
I
know.
don't know. Who knows? Maybe
We won't
Chance-
have to do an intro for this video because we're not really going anywhere. We're just kind of
Sure.
here. So,
Yeah, I don't think there's too much.
not too much popping.
Yeah, and not too many hijinks to describe. And we didn't solve any crimes.
This is. I don't think I'm going to watch this video. I think I'm just going to edit the audio and then sync it to the video. So it'll be very interesting. You guys have to let me know in the comments what Emily's been recording. Tell me if I should fire her or not.
I might ask you like chop up like Neil or Isaiah's story and then send it to me, so I can use that.
Yeah, do you want the audio and the video or just the audio?
Just the audio.
Oh yeah, I can get you the audio.
I don't need much more.
Probably give it to you tomorrow. Is that okay, or do you need it today?
Today would be nice.
Okay. I don't know if I have time
It's
to do
due
it
on
today.
Sunday.
I don't know if I have time to do it today, but if I do, I'll at least try and get the audio.
Yeah.
there's not too much to bleep out. Just I think maybe 1 or 2 last names. I heard
Yeah.
Emily once again cursed in the background earlier, so probably have to bleep that.
Hopefully we can get maybe one more person on who has an interesting story to tell.
I dare you. If President Coffin looks over to you, wave at him, see if you can't get him on. I dare you.
We'll see. We'll see what's going. But yeah, just chilling.
Fountains are back on, really loud.
There's a group of guys. I could probably get, Michael Black. I could probably get him on.
Yeah, Michael Black, yeah.
Maybe. Dream, unless they walk left. If they walk, I think they're walking left. Never mind.
Oh.
They're on a mission. They're on a mission.
So what exactly does the president at Capital University do? Because I always see Jody Fournier and stuff, but I don't see Dave Kaufman. Should I bleep out their names? I mean, they're official people who work at this school.
I don't know. But I feel like the president's job is just approve things. Be a good face for the institution. Make all the ultimate calls for like money stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I know that's one of the things with our former president is they
Yeah, didn't she spend a lot of money or something?
Yeah, they filed a vote of no confidence against her because how badly she managed our money.
That's interesting.
So, capital things.
Capital things, and here we are buying iPads for next year, so
Well, the federal government,
we probably have an iPad deal though, I would guess.
the federal government has also sent us copious amounts of money.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, there is
What?
one Gunner.
Oh, Gunner.
It's
his birthday.
We'll probably get Gunner on the podcast.
It's his birthday. Did you know that?
They probably have an interesting story to tell.
Yeah, dude. See, he's looking at us.
He's walking in our direction.
Walking in our direction, yeah.
They might have a final soon, but
Yeah.
maybe we could get them to stop.
I woke up this morning and we were in the bathroom at the same time and I looked like death and we just looked at each other and I went, buh. Hey, you want to be on our podcast? I can for a minute, yeah.
Yeah, I think I do.
So I need. Do you know what StoryCorps is?
What is it?
StoryCorps.
No.
Oh, it's an NPR thing where they have people tell 2 to 5 minute long stories that are inspiring, sad, happy, whatever. Could be about anything. Just has to be an interesting story. So if you have 2 to 5 minutes, I'd love to hear an interesting story.
Yeah, I don't got any of those. I'm gonna be real with you.
You don't.
No, the only thing on my mind right now is Russ Nagy.
Are you about to go take his exam?
Yep.
So yeah, we were talking about Russ Nagy's exam. I have mine on Monday. You're going to have to let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I will, for sure.
What's your grade in there right now?
I think an 80.
Okay,
so
not
as
bad.
long as I
not
get
bad.
I'm thinking if I get a solid 70 on this exam, I'll be fine.
Don't you get to use your midterm?
Huh?
Don't you get to use your midterm?
No.
I think that's why he gave them to us, because we could use them as cheat sheets.
No, I thought they were just to study off of.
I thought he said if you come in, you get to use your midterm. I could be wrong. You'll have to let me know if other people have their midterms.
I will go, and if I see other people with it, I'm running back to my room.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm off.
Yeah. See ya.
Anyway, good
Happy
luck with your
birthday.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Peace and love. See ya.
See ya. I could have sworn he said that you could use your midterm, but maybe he meant you could just come in and pick up your midterm, but who knows?
No, 2 to 5 minute long story. Cringe. Cringe and weird.
Dave Kaufman really is not
Dave Kaufman,
us.
though? I wouldn't be opposed. But yeah.
How long have we been going here? Let's check.
Yeah, how are we going on time?
45 minutes.
45 minutes?
So,
about 15 more.
Yeah.
Close it at the hour.
Definitely not as chaotic as last time, but hey,
Definitely.
that's what this show's all about. It's wherever we go, we just absorb in the vibe, and you, the listeners and
Very
watchers,
true.
get to come along with this ride with us. So,
I told Creasers and Troy about this, but they're just not gonna show up.
yeah. I'm sure we'll catch them. Next year, dude, we'll be all over this campus.
True.
Different spots. We'll be everywhere where
We'll
you
be campus celebrities.
expect
We'll
us.
be more popular than Creasers.
We
It's
really
coming.
will be. Yeah, it's coming. You better watch out.
And Creasers, come for your spot. Soon, all the cashiers at Market District are gonna know my name, not yours. They're gonna forget you.
Better watch out, Christos.
So watch out.
Watch the heck out.
I remember one time going to Market District, and when we were leaving, and one of the cashiers said, "Bye, Christos." I was like, "You know everyone, don't you?"
It's because he talks to everyone.
He does.
The first time I met him, I was shaving my face, and he was like, "What's up? I'm Christos." And then he went to shake my hand, and I was like, had a razor blade in one hand, and like trying to shave. I was like, I'm kind of shaving. He's like, "Oh, we'll just fist bump."
We can get my boy Greg on.
Boy, Greg? I've never met Greg.
Never met Greg? He's a cool guy. Cool dude.
Cool Greg.
President of the Crib University.
Of what?
The Crib University.
The Crib University.
The Crib University.
What's that?
It's the Crib University.
Oh, okay.
You know, we can get Greg on.
Hi, Greg.
Want to be on our podcast?
A podcast. You want on? You want on? Okay.
How's it going, my boy Greg? There's a microphone right there for you.
We got the COVID-safe microphone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's see it. Did I go to OralCom? Yeah, I did. He let us leave after 15 minutes. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What is it?
But yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You know, we're just chilling here doing a podcast. You know, the usual.
Love to see it.
I know. What are you getting up to today?
I got me some coffee right here.
Alright.
About to go do my audiation exam.
Alright.
Hopefully not fail.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, bro.
And one quick thing before you have to take off
All right,
is
well,
I have to do.
I still got like 15 minutes, so
Yeah.
we're good.
I have to do a project for my ed psych class. And one of the things I got to do is, do you know what StoryCorps is? Have you ever seen like a StoryCorps thing?
I don't actually.
It's like an NPR thing where they like interview people from around the world who have interesting stories to tell, and they just take. It's like a 2 to 5 minute long story.
All right.
So do you have any 2 to 5 minute long story that can be inspiring, sad, happy, whatever, just a story that you want to tell for about 2 minutes? Anything. We can give you time to think as well. If you need some time to think.
I got a couple, but I need a good one, okay?
You need to go.
I need to make it good.
If you were in my shoes, what story would you want? What story do you have that you would want somebody to tell you that you had to write a paper on?
Oh God, this is a loaded question.
It is. I'll give you some time. We'll convene. We'll give you some time.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
What do you think he's going to talk about?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really know. Oh, Kevin? Oh my gosh. Did he really just walk by and not say hi? Come on, Kev. Nah, yeah, he's probably heading somewhere. He's always busy. Kevin's always
How
up to something.
PC can I be? I mean, how like not PC can I be? Like, can it be like
You can just talk.
say whatever I want?
Hey, if I need to bleep it out, I'll bleep it out.
Never
My
mind.
professor will listen.
Oh, just kidding then. That might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Probably not,
I
no.
also wouldn't want to write a paper about that. I would not want to write an analysis. Got anything else in the noggin?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I have some good ones.
Yeah,
I
okay.
wasn't sure what kind of paper you were, you know.
I
Never
just have to
mind.
write a little analysis about it. But
Yeah, for an ed psych class, that might not be a good idea.
yeah. But
Something in your hair, Joey.
I've never seen like this amount of like tree foliage on the ground in my life. I'll be honest. It is sickening. And every time I step outside, somebody's like, "Do something in your hair." And they
All right. I got an idea. Okay.
All right.
Okay. It was the first time I ever went to Disney World, right?
Okay, this is a story. I like it.
And we were in the Magic Kingdom. It was right when the parade was going on, you know? I don't know if you know anything about that, but
A little bit.
right after the parade, everybody like crowds into the street, and little like 5-year-old me, I'm like, cool, okay, and I'm like holding my dad's hand, walking down Main Street, and somehow I lose his hand. I'm in the middle of the street, and they keep walking without me.
Oh gosh.
And I freaked out. It was really bad. That was a traumatizing moment in my life.
How did you get back to your father?
I can't remember what the dude looked like. But I think he was bald. Kind of looked like a skinhead. And he was like, "Hey, I think you lost your dad." And he points over to my dad. And yeah, that's the story. But I have to go do my audiation final
Thank you
now.
for the story.
So
Best of
hopefully-
luck on your final. Is it online or?
No, it's in person.
Who do you have?
T-Rye.
Interesting.
It's
All right.
just dictation though. So
Yeah.
all right.
I'll-
Thank you for having me.
Yep. I'll leave you to it. Best of luck on your final.
time someone puts the microphone on the thing, it's like I can hear it like the chair resonating in my ear. It's like dum.
My audition final for T. Ryan is online. If I asked.
That's good.
So it sucks to be him.
It does suck to be him.
You know?
All right, Joey. Well, I think we've had a
Yeah.
relatively successful show here.
I'll look around one final minute. Any
Yep.
any last calls
Any
that anybody
takers?
had?
There's a man on the bike coming.
Sam.
Sam. We could get Sam on the show.
We could get Sam on the show.
I gotta stop saying last names, dude. I gotta bleep them out. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. Nope. Sam's getting some coffee.
Okay, deader.
Maybe you could interview Dolly. Do you think she'd say anything?
She probably has an interesting 2 to 5 minute story to tell.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Watch out, Dolly. Oh, okay. Whoa. Hold on. Thought the guy was going to run her over, but oh God, here we go. Watch out. I like how, are you videotaping this? Yeah. Okay, good. We're just all watching this interaction with Dolly and this man.
You really are. Dolly's just chilling.
Yeah.
She's
I hope
chilling.
Sam comes over here. Do you think Sam's going to give me lip? Every time I talk to her, she gives me lip. Every single time.
What'd you say?
Every time Sam talks to me, she gives me lip.
She gives you a lip?
Yeah, like lip. She's like, oh, it's Dalton. And it's like, what did I do to you?
I feel like it's a bit.
Well, yeah, it's a bit, but
It's like every time
me
she
being
sees-
mad
every time
about
she
it is
sees
also
me,
a bit.
she says, look who it is.
I think she said, like, she gave the, like, give me a second finger. She was going to get coffee.
All right. We'll talk to her and then we'll wrap it up. It's getting a little chilly. A little dark skies.
Unless,
and then,
unless I see Seth Smith, then we're not wrapping it
that's
up.
true. That's true. And then,
Or if President Kaufman.
and then
walks
can you
over.
take our picture again afterwards? Cool.
Aw.
Yeah, you can if you want.
You know.
Got to make it into
Oh.
a thumbnail this
Oh.
time so people know what
Sam-
we're doing.
You want me to hold Dolly, Sam? Can you get a cupcake?
Sam has a cup of coffee in one hand and a dog in the other.
Dolly?
Hey, Dolly, you want to be on our podcast? Dolly, you want to be on our podcast?
Hi,
Do
Sam. Hi.
you want to be on our podcast?
Will be on our podcast?
I have an exam in 6 minutes.
Oh gosh.
Can I interview your dog real quick? Hey, Dolly. Hey. Hey, top 5. She didn't understand the top 5.
What a cute dog.
Dolly, you want to be on our podcast?
Owa. Did you catch up a bit of the sniff?
I think I did. I'll have to bring it up. Bring it up in post.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good day.
Good luck on your exam.
Bye, dog.
I think that's about all she wrote.
Yep.
For on the streets.
Well, let's look at the camera, Joey. Let's wrap up the show. Thank you for listening to On the Streets with Doolin, Dalton,
And the Rambler.
and we'll catch you guys probably sometime in August when we come back. Maybe I'll do a episode with other people over the summer. Probably not.
Yeah.
But
We need
tell-
a break too. We're human.
oh, is that Neil? There's Neil.
Oh
my God. We might not be wrapping it up.
Okay. Back to the show.
Oh, we gotta get him first.
Never
We
mind.
gotta
Never
get him
mind.
on
Never mind.
first.
Neil. All right. Let me sit down the mic.
Yeah, sit on the mic. Here, do you want to talk to him? Here.
Yeah. Microphone in the chair for you. COVID safe and everything.
Are we live, or are you just re-recording?
We're just recording it.
All right,
How's it going with you today?
good. Sunglasses on, sunglasses.
Whatever you want. Whatever. Yeah.
Why Ohio? Why is it
question.
not warm? What is going on?
This year has been something. I don't think I've ever seen this amount of like tree foliage on the ground in my life. And every time I step outside, it just gets in my hair, and I have at least one person say, "Oh, you got
Ohio is never
something in your
boring.
hair."
All right,
It really isn't.
what's our topic today?
What's our topic? What's
interviewing people for stories.
yes? I have to do a project. You know what StoryCorps is?
I do.
I have to do a project like that. It's like a 2 to 5 minute long story about whatever, happy, sad, inspiring, just any sort of story you have that you want to tell. You can take your time.
Any story I want to tell. Right by the fountains? Audio guy? What is... Okay, so I'll tell you the story when so I was a business owner and had a studio run out of the house, right? So we had an absentee landlord, and we had drilled holes all over the floor, and had started with people living in the house, and then eventually moved out the fish tank and the couch. One of the bedrooms then became a lounge, and the back room was the tech room. And so we'd outgrown the space, right? So we looked all over for real estate, and my partner was way more interested than I was. And mostly he was looking for a cool place to live also, because he needed to move out of the studio. But we knew we needed to move out of the studio. And so we found this warehouse space, and he's like, it looks really cool, we gotta look at it. So we went to go look at it. And I had signed leases for apartments or houses, but I don't, when you do a commercial lease, it's different.
Yeah.
And so I figured out something else that happens with a commercial lease. And so we looked at the space, and it was a totally raw, like 3,500 square feet, which is really big. So 14-foot ceilings, basically the biggest raw space. Like, we had to do all this work to it, right? Mm-hmm. But it was like, man, we can make this amazing. This will be really, really cool. Well, like 2-3 months we'll build it, of course, 9 months later. And so we had to quickly figure out how to sign a commercial lease. And you can either sign it personally or you can sign it as the company. So we're like, we can't sign this right now. We have to come back. But we want it. So we had to quickly incorporate our company so that when we sign the lease, we are not signing our personal names. Mm-hmm. And when you, side note, when you make a company, you can call yourself whatever you want. Like, you can say president, but I was El Presidente, because he said you can call it whatever you want. Okay, so Neil Schmidt El Presidente was my title. So now we're going to sign the lease with our names, but as a part of the company, not, so Neil Schmidt El Presidente of Workbook Studio, not Neil Schmidt the person, right? So which is a really important distinction. So then we're out there, and when you do commercial leases, they say, and this is similar when you buy a house, this is what it is per month, which you will pay in installments, but no matter what, here is what the total is you're due for this is what you owe for the year. I'm going to let you pay it monthly. So $1,500 a month times 12 months is a lot of money on a line that says no matter what, if your business never opens, you're still on the hook for that money. Mm-hmm. Side note, also built in commercial leases, if you don't know how to negotiate, which I didn't, was that there will be monthly rent increases at the discretion of the landlord.
Always interesting.
Right, so most people when you rent a house, they're like, maybe they'll go up a little bit, but they're happy to not search for new tenants. If you're a good tenant, they're generally happy to keep you because they priced it at what they thought they needed, right? So, but commercial, so a lot of businesses go out of business because they are successful and their landlords know that, and they just keep upping the rent. So 5 years that we were in that space, we quit because then the rent was over $2,300 a month because he kept increasing the rent every year. So we're out there. So then you're faced with this number, which is we have a couple $100s in the bank account, and we're about to sign a lease that says we owe almost $20,000, no matter what we do, right? And we're outside. And my partner looks at me, and I look at him, and I think, that's a lot of money, man. And he goes, paraphrasing here, he's like, there's doers and takers. We're doers. And I'm like, you. Sign my name. I'm like, I'm not a taker, I'm a doer. We're doers. Sign it on the line. We're like, all right, we have to figure out how to build a studio tomorrow, right? So that moment of what do you want? Are you going to wait back and is the world going to hand you something? No, right? You got to step forward. And it was really really pivotal moment of what do you want to do with your life kind of thing, right? And we'd been making music, and that's what was it. He was my partner. We made music together. So we made stuff, right? That's what our whole purpose was, to help other people make stuff. So that was the moment where it was all right, you just grew up because now you're on the hook. So we had to fast forward real quick. So then we each made a pledge. We each got to come up with $5,000 because we have to buy materials. We thought 10 grand 10 grand lasted like a month. You know, so then, we don't know how each of us is going to come with money. You just got to come with money. That money ran out. We got credit cards. We ran up the credit cards. I remember talking, and my other part of the story is then talking to my dad, who obviously had helped me out my entire life, right? And telling him, like, we ran out of money, studio's not built. You know, we're 2 months away from opening the doors, and I haven't taken a salary. Just crickets on the phone. He's like, well, your mom and I are gonna go out to dinner, so you'll figure it out. And it was like part 2 of that, like, no one's gonna help, you know, you gotta make it happen. So, so 9/11 hits, everything shuts down. We actually had 2 spaces running, so we shut the other space down. We opened up in January. Good news is we paid all those loans off within the first year, immediately upgraded all the computer and Pro Tools rig the second year, paid that off with the end of the second year, and did well.
Yeah. it sounds
There you
like it
go.
worked
How's
out
that?
great. That was phenomenal. That'll work.
All right, you
that'll
can
work.
edit out the bleeps.
Yeah. You can set that down in the chair.
Okay.
But thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right. That was exactly what I needed. So.
That's fine. You just have to get the phone and
Yeah.
point it in the right direction. So let's actually end this now.
Yes.
This has been On the Streets with Doolin, Dalton,
And the Rambler.
and we'll catch you guys in the next one, whenever that is. Emily, hit stop. Let's go
Peace
take a
and love.
picture. All right, Emily, go take a picture.
Fading out, fading out.
Can you do
We're fading out to the sounds of me calling Dave Coffin cringe and weird. El Presidente Coffin.